The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
And we are back with episode 16 of the Highland State of Mind podcast. I am your humble, handsome, rested host who was not outside this weekend because I had my kids. With my brother across from me, Mr. Alfido. How are you?
What's up? What's up, man? What's up?
We also have a special guest today, Mr. Sean Mapp. How are you doing?
What's up,
Good,
man?
good. Thank you guys for having me.
No
Absolutely,
problem.
absolutely.
Thanks for showing up.
Absolutely.
As we told y'all, we are a podcast of many talents and many interests. And this is one of the things that is near and dear to my heart for sure is local politics. I tell everybody all the time, if you don't want to get involved on a federal level.
Kid, he's been like this.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to get involved on a
Before
federal
we
level.
go forward, this is the podcast. A lot of stuff y'all see is fabricated stories and all that type of stuff.
Embellish is the word, y'all.
Okay,
Embellish.
yeah, whatever.
Is what he's
And
talking
lastly,
about.
and when y'all see, because we got Sean Mapp up here, don't go in the inbox asking can y'all get up here. It ain't like that. He's here for a special reason. We ain't just getting Cousin Peanut and Tony and all that. We don't need all that shit right now. Nah. So we moving forward. Let's just get that out the way. I know people gonna see this. Yo, why I've been asking you on the pod. No.
What do you have to offer?
Yeah, like come on, like what we talking about? You ain't
That's all you gotta do.
This local politics. Y'all need to pay attention.
Exactly.
Sure.
This is an educational piece for y'all because y'all know how I am. I know I get called condescending a lot because I am condescending. Actually, I'd rather be condescending than outright mean because, you know, some of y'all just don't listen or y'all just don't have a level of intelligence that I need y'all to have to get us where we need to go.
I'm an asshole.
It's vicious, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta be like, yeah, I get it. Yeah,
it's
100%.
needed, you know.
Yeah.
But how you doing today, man?
Man, rocking and rolling.
Rocking and rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we got some questions for you, specifically me in particular. But before we do that, I want you to introduce yourself to people that may not know you or may not have heard what you were doing. I know you're a candidate, District 4 legislator.
Yes.
Some people don't even know what that means.
Right.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say
It's
that.
cool. I didn't at first either, so it's cool.
Yeah, I don't.
See? And as I said, and I was telling you off mic, he's going to be one of the people we're educating.
Yeah,
So can you tell them like who you are in District 4, what that is as far as a legislator and what you're running for?
Yeah. So let me start from the beginning, so to speak. So originally from Yonkers, New York, like I mentioned earlier.
As y'all know how we got beef with downstate. So we gonna let
Hopefully I get a pass, right? I get a pass.
We let them rock.
So I moved to Buffalo in 2007.
Okay.
So I went to Buffalo State. I went to Erie Community College. I graduated there. Then I went to Buffalo State College.
Same with me. Okay. We
Okay.
on that.
So I started my first company in college. I ran that for about 12 years. And eventually I wanted to get into real estate investing. That was like a big thing of mine.
Okay.
And so I used to talk about Niagara Falls a lot. I'm like, that's going to be the next big boom. Niagara Falls is going to be it. Like, you should focus on Niagara Falls. And I'm telling people in Buffalo, mind you, and they were like, no, Niagara Falls is a dump.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Wrong
Crime
people to talk to
rate,
there.
all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to be the first one to make the move. So I go to Niagara Falls. I come to Niagara Falls, 2017. I bought a couple properties. I started investing, and that was a struggle within itself. Like dealing with tenants. I'm like, this is my first time dealing with it. It was crazy. And but year after year go by, and I'm like, why is Niagara Falls not moving forward? Like, what's happening? And honestly, it felt like it was going backwards.
Right.
Definitely. I can tell you that.
And then, so one day a shooting happened on my street. I'm a father of 5, mind you, and a bullet goes through my neighbor's house. An elderly man.
This is in Buffalo, right?
This is Niagara Falls.
Oh, Niagara Falls.
This is Niagara Falls.
Because you say you moved to Buffalo in 07. Okay.
Yes, and then I
Niagara
came in
Falls
2017.
Okay.
So, and I'm fast forwarding a lot of things. So then a bullet goes through my neighbor's house, and I'm like, okay, why are these kids in the street shooting like this? Like, what's going on?
Right.
So somebody said, hey, listen, go to city council meeting, express, your opinions and things of that nature. So I'll go there, and, I have I do my speech and what have you, and a ton of people come up to me afterwards. They say, you need to look into the politics here in Niagara Falls. Right. So they say, reach out to your current legislator. I had no idea what a legislator was. So, but then I found out who it was. I reached out to him. I gave him a call. I said, hey, listen, what are your plans for this district?
This was District 4 was your legislator?
Right.
Okay, so that's Owen Steed at the time.
No.
Was it not him at the time?
No, it was Jeffrey Elder.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, Jeffrey Elder. Owen Steed is also a different district.
So, right, yeah. That was my guy, Owen Steed.
Yeah, mine too. I worked with him.
Yeah, he mentored me for a little bit, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So I contact Mr. Elder. I said I asked him, I want to know what your plans are for this district. I'm a homeowner. I'm a father. You know, I want to raise my family here. Like, what's the plans for this district? I live right off of Main Street, off of Willow at the time. Yeah. Okay. And he said he's gonna call me back, and homeboy never called me back. And I was like, okay, interesting. But then I started doing my due diligence. People say, stay away from the mayor. He's this and that. I didn't know him. I'm a type of guy, I want to find out for myself. Right. So I do my due diligence, right? I reach out. Then in the conversation with the mayor, there was plenty of times where he fabricated the truth to me. And he didn't know I knew the truth. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can't trust him neither. Right. So all of this kind of led to me getting involved in politics. And when I start to see, like, these guys have no plans at all here. Like, they're just shooting from the hips on everything. Yeah. And then when you see where money's being spent at, you're like, okay, I get it now. It's not actually supposed to serve the people. That's not what they're doing. Right. They have their own self-agendas that they're serving. Oh, yeah. And this is what galvanized me to get into politics, and this is why I'm running for 4th District County Legislator. So the legislative position in particular, there's 15 legislators in the entire Niagara County. In Niagara Falls, there's 4 legislators. There's 3rd District, 4th District.
Is it 6?
6th District.
And that was always
in the 5th. Yeah. Right. Okay. So the 4th District has always been the most struggling district out of all of it. And they consider the black and brown the minority district. That's what the 4th District is considered.
You know that go.
So, but I'm like, okay, but why is it struggling, right? Because in Niagara County, there's about $500 million in the county. That's the budget, typically.
Really?
Yes, $500 million.
I didn't think we had that much money.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. There's money in the county, but where is it going?
Yeah.
Right? So $500 million in the county. Okay, and each legislator gets a small portion they get to, spend or invest in their community. Now, you can always advocate for more money.
I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you that. As a legislator, their job is to advocate for more money in their district to invest in their district.
Correct.
And then the districts as collectives, if they're all doing their job, supposed to bring the city up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
I wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. So as a legislator, your job is that's one of the major jobs as a legislator, to invest in your district. Okay. The problem is that when you look at the numbers and you look at what's happening, there's no investment being done. There's spending, but there's no investing, right? There's a polarity between the two. So when I look, I see the money coming from our current legislator in the 4th District, going to these organizations. These organizations throw these lavish events, but after these events are gone, we're back to square one.
Right. Yeah. I was just about to ask what they're spending the money on.
Right. So essentially what they're doing is that they're spending the money to buy votes to keep them in office. Yeah. Because those organizations are fulfilled by the little crumbs that they get, and they say, okay, we'll give you the votes you need to stay in office as long as you keep giving us the money.
Yeah.
So no money is actually being allocated to invest in the community. 4th District Legislator controls Main Street, Pine Avenue, Highland. All 3 of those areas are dead.
It's called the North End.
Dead.
Right. Yeah. So if you have somebody who's adequate in that position, more business minded, more focused on delivering to the people, then you can start seeing some real movement in those areas. Like why we have no jobs? Why is there no investment in the youth? Like why we don't have the things that are adequate that other districts have? When you look at districts like in North Tonawanda, when you look at this, even in Lockport is growing compared to Niagara Falls. Lewiston, things of that nature. Like all those other districts are growing, but the 4th District is dead.
So I got a question for you, because I got a theory when it comes to this. Mm-hmm. So my theory is the district you're talking about is District 4. That's considered the North End.
Yes.
I feel like they're pushing people towards the middle of the city is what it looks like to me. So you'll have they'll let them stay where they are, because that's where a lot of tax dollars can come from. Right. Then after that, it looks like empty houses, burnt out houses. Right. My theory is they burning down houses because they that's a planned thing.
Right.
Like they're just collecting insurance. I work in insurance. You don't have as many fires anymore.
To me, it don't look like they pushing people in the middle of the city. It's like people, they dead in the middle of the city for people to come out here. If you go out of LaSalle, 90th and 100th Street, you see mad black people out there. That shit is not rare. Like people be like, even when I was out there with Kira, we going Lakira, my daughter, we going to Didi's, and I'm riding through go to Unc House, and I'm like, damn, there's black people out here. Like I was happy. She's like,
black people in Tonawanda too.
She's like, I'm like, Kira, listen, this different.
I about to say, I know you said you got here in 2007. So as kids, when we were growing up, we were specifically like, y'all probably heard of it. North Tonawanda was a sundown town until they just took their sign down in 2020. Mm-hmm. So for us growing up, like even when I was house shopping in 2014, we literally told our real estate agent, no, you can't go to North Tonawanda.
Right.
Town of Niagara is sketchy at best because some of those areas we just can't live in.
You learned that as a kid.
Yeah, we learned as kids not
before
to
you
go
start driving. So when you start driving, it's like, shit, I'm on
Route 31. Y'all about to say Route 31. That's literally the direct route from the falls to Lockport.
That shit is tense,
you
man.
knew.
And it's like, it's real. Like, because even like I was saying, it's like they pushing us outside because Highland is super dead. Pine is
dying.
Dead. That shit is horrible.
When Michael's went in flames,
it looks
they turned
like
into a halal
but
spot.
there's a story behind Michael's though. I heard a story behind that, but that burning. But I'm just speaking in the sense that what they're trying to do. Like when people when politicians say like invest into the community. First of all, it ain't not even. It might be 500 million, but we as people don't have money to spend to want to keep these businesses or whatever the investments is to invest. So when they say about invest into the community, what could they do to invest in the community as far as to keep people there?
Right. So here's the thing, and I don't want to talk too much about parties, but we can if you guys really want to dive in that route. But what's happening is that they want to keep people on government assistance here in the city.
I agree.
Right. So
state.
So remember how I mentioned $500 million in the county? 70% of that goes to welfare.
Really?
Yeah. So people don't know that a lot of that is spent in the city. If you move people, and I believe in social services. I grew up on food stamps, right? So, but it's not it shouldn't be a generational thing.
Same. I'm about to say I believe in it in the sense that people need
it is
people
though.
need help.
Crazy.
Yeah, people need help.
Seen it
don't
on
get me wrong.
Shameless.
I agree with that.
Right.
I seen it on
People
Shameless.
need help.
It's like,
but
but it was funny because he made a joke. The father was telling the daughter how to get on fifth welfare and take care of. She was teenage pregnancy. He was showing her exactly the way he did it because his dad showed him.
Yeah, and that's that shouldn't happen. Like I don't even believe in again. I'm all for it. Hey, people need help, fall on hard times.
Right.
Take care of our people.
Right, you're supposed to adjust.
You're not supposed to be there for 20 years.
Correct.
So that's where I want to know, how do we get? What's the game? What would your game plan be to kind of help that? Process, because I think it's more of a mentality a lot of times.
It is,
but I also think people need to see something that shows them that there is some hope. Because as soon as you get off welfare, like the poverty line is like, let's just say 30,000. You make 32,000, you out of welfare, but we all know you're still in poverty.
Right.
So that's the fear I see a lot of people having, is jumping that close over. How do we get them that extra leap, or what do we do to give them that extra hope in regards to that?
It's convoluted in the sense that you have to. It's multiple ways you're going to have to do this, right? One, you do have to change the mindset, and that's probably the most arduous task there, is changing the mindset. What, as a leader, though, as a politician, your job is supposed to bring opportunities here. Yeah. Like you would see, like even there'll be a lot of opportunities posted by the legislator, but they're jobs outside of the city. Right. Yeah. So people leave the city to make money. You're supposed to bring money into the city. Right. That's the investment portion of it. Where are the big jobs? Why we don't have, like, they pushed Amazon out. There was a story that Amazon was supposed to be downtown.
No, it was supposed
and
to
Grand
be,
Island.
It's supposed to be
Grand Island. Said hell no.
Right.
They don't play about that island.
It was supposed to be at the end of Highland. Right. Allegedly. But
they got pushed up to the top.
Yeah, they got pushed out there. And they didn't want them out there either.
Right.
Yeah, they just don't have a power.
But here's a benefit of you when you bring big jobs here. What comes around big jobs? Smaller jobs, right? So you start building small businesses around those big jobs. So when we have an Amazon, just for example, Amazon pops up, a Tim Hortons pops
up.
It's
already there.
Right, exactly. And like they knew they was coming.
I was in the military and we didn't have Tim Hortons there.
Right.
We had to come all the way to the falls to get our coffee, or on your way there, or to Wegmans or whatever the case may be. The base is literally right there. Yeah. And actually it's across the street from Amazon,
for sure.
and they just got that Tim Hortons there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dollar General, that's new too. That came there once the Amazon thing. Amazon coming. Let's get a Dollar General. Let's get a Tim Hortons here. It's gonna be some more stuff that pop up.
Oh,
but yeah,
for sure.
you said little businesses come following the bigger business.
Right. So your job as a politician would be to invest in those bigger projects in your city to bring that money here. So now you give people opportunity. They see more. They want to do better. You know, so if you don't present them with opportunity, if the city is set on survival mode, that's why you're going to have high crimes. That's why you're going to have vacancy, blight, things of that nature. And then we wonder why are these kids in the street? There's no real opportunity for them.
There's no opportunity. That's why I was asking, like, what would somebody say what would they offer? Be like, yo, if I was in this seat, I would try to propose this. Right. Because when we was coming up, it was so many, and I understand the time. That's why I'm trying to tell people, it's not the city thing. This is a fucking government thing. We don't have the community centers we used to have when we was little. Yep. We don't have the after school programs we have. Like when we were younger, my mom, it's not. I used to sit at home thinking about this. Like I would go like all day without seeing my mom until like I got home to eat. She'd see me get on the bus.
Right.
I'm either went to work.
She went to work. I'm after school at the program. I'm playing sports. I'm doing something. I was always busy. So it's like when my thing is with politicians, and it's not just everybody, but it's like when people go to try to sell me something, it's like, all right, I feel like you can get my vote, but you got to tell me what you're going to do for me. Like, you got to show me something, because it's like, I've been hearing this shit forever. I'm 37 years 100%. Old.
So when I grew up in Yonkers, a lot of people don't know that's where like DMX is from, Jadakiss and all that. They actually invested in the community. Like, they helped the community centers. Christmas, DMX used to buy all the kids in the community centers gifts. We used to have like Thanksgiving dinners. He would do like the prayer and whatnot. So they were involved. Just like how you said, you would leave in the daytime and you wouldn't get back to night when you see mom. So we was in sports, we was in everything. And they had programs at the centers where they would take us out the city to go to other cities to watch either a sports game or go to college.
I went to Toronto for a basketball game. Like,
and I went to Buffalo Bills game for
Buffalo Bills game,
Browns,
Bison's game. We used to do all of that stuff. Like, I was trying to explain that to kids now because I work in the school district, and it's like I've been trying to tell them, like, yo, man, damn, like, we used to stay after school to 5:15. It was so much shit to do.
We skilled at night.
You know what I'm saying? It was like,
it was really that much stuff to do.
And that's just what I feel like the city is missing. It's just nothing to do. Like, granted, it's always another restaurant popping up. That's cool because everybody's food is different. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that doesn't move the needle.
That doesn't move the needle, right?
Because what about a 16-year-old who
don't
have
need
money?
a club?
Right.
We don't need clubs. That shit is too dangerous now. And it's like, it's just, I don't even know, because when I went to a meeting last year at the Duke Center, I saw them. They had plans what they was trying to do. Right? They trying to make Buffalo Avenue, like, they want to make it. It looked crazy on paperwork, like how they have a fake beach. They got these things out for you to go.
Wait.
Listen, hold on, let me finish. They got these things for you to go out fishing out there or whatever.
Really?
Then they making Hyde Park a 2-lane, one going one way. It's all these bike rides. It's like that can make the city look pretty, right? But like you said, if it's $500 million and we got potholes galore, they don't start fixing potholes until the shit is up. It's rampant on Facebook.
Well, so you got to understand the county budget is different from the city budget. The city, there's money in the city. There's millions of dollars in the city too. We have a budget of $1 million.
Right.
Like, but you spend money egregiously. Give you an example. You ever heard about the dog shelter, right?
Yeah.
That they built. Spent like almost $12 million on a dog shelter.
Where was that one?
It's supposed to be a Hyde Park.
That's the point.
Like, you could spend about $12 million on a dog shelter, but you can't put resources back into the community for the children.
Isn't it ain't no dog shelter on Hyde
the
Park?
money's spent, but the dog shelter is not built.
That's the point, man.
I'm about to say, I know that one dog, that whack ass dog spot up there,
over there by Tim Hortons, across the street from Tim Hortons, a little further
down
down
the street,
by the hardware.
Police
yeah, but that's in between the hardware and police.
That's
station.
way down. I'm talking about a police station.
Yeah, no,
ain't no other place. A vet. I know. I would know. I've been. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
ain't no. That's why I'm like, what vet you talking about?
No, it's a dog shelter.
It's a dog shelter.
That grass barely be cut out there.
It's gone,
man. This is what I be. And then it's like this, like what you said. Like, I didn't even know, because like as people, and I'm just black people, us, we thinking like, you tell me, oh, the city got $500 million. Then why we fucking still got potholes? But you said the county and the city got different. See, I didn't know that. I'm just thinking, shit, y'all are the same?
Right. No. So yeah, it's
structured. It's layered.
Yeah, right. So the city's job is supposed to take care of the city basic stuff. Right. Potholes, grass. We spend 3.8 $9 million about on DPW. They're supposed to take care of the grass, shoveling snow. I'm telling, how is the service? It's horrible. You spend all that money. We spent about $4 million.
Yeah.
For what? And then now I'm out here cutting grass.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and then what was it, Saturday? I'm out there cutting grass with my boy. We're taking care of this lady. She has a son who has a disability. So she's stuck in between two abandoned properties, and the grass is like yay high. So we go out there, we take care of her, whatever. The lady pulls up. She's like, "Oh, you're Sean Mapp. I love what you're doing." She says, "Hey, the head guy at DPW said you're the worst thing that happened to the city."
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to start holding them accountable.
Right. That's it. And they don't like that. When you start holding them accountable, you become the bad guy.
I mean, if I was
asking questions,
if I'm getting $4 million off the top,
and this is
right,
and
right.
I have to,
You ain't
really have to
doing
do
the bare
much,
minimum.
I don't want nobody in office that's talking about, hey, I want to know what's going on with that $4 million.
And I get it too. This is why and stuff like that. And this is why with me with politics and just voting, this is why I just don't fuck with it because it's like I know y'all dirty, and I know. It's a dirty game, and there's some good people in it, and sometimes you got to get your hands. You might have to, you know what I mean, a little bit, but it's like, yo, this is blatantly y'all stealing from us, and now you here, you ruffling some feathers, making people ask questions.
Right.
Like that's how I feel. No disrespect, everybody feel. When Donald Trump got in office, motherfuckers was not asking questions until he got in office.
Right.
When he got in office, everybody woke up now. He even told that they doing some shady shit over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Even though he is too, but I think that's what I told people the gift and the curse was with him. It's like, all right, most of y'all just let everything slide.
Yeah.
He get in office, the boogeyman. I sometimes tell people, sometimes you need the boogeyman somewhere in the room, so everybody start looking around what's going on. Right. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Right. So my question for you would be, what do you see as the biggest need in District 4?
People wake up to what's actually happening. Like that's a first step. Like having these conversations. Like you said, you was never into politics. I wasn't either. I was jaded by it. I felt like as an entrepreneur, nobody can dictate my life. But then I realized politics actually does. It puts a glass ceiling over your head. So as a business owner, I only could go but so far. Right. And that's why even you've seen it happen in California, where it's like all these millionaires started to leave California.
They went to Dallas. Texas. They went to Texas,
and Miami because of all of the regulations that the government was putting on them. So government plays a major role on how we live our life, you know, and they can dictate the type of opportunities we have or don't have. Just like you see, the community centers that got shut down, but there has been no reinvestment in those areas.
No reinvestment.
It
was weird to me because before you got here, right? You know about Center Court?
Yeah.
It was a community center right on the corner there. That was like if you know about history, like Johnny Flynn lived right around 2 houses down from there. We used to go from my house, Jordan Gardens, up to his house. We go to that community center. Hours and hours.
Ping pong, pool.
Right? They had the Center Court
basketball
right there.
Center
He
Court
knocked
pool
down
was
Center
there.
Court, rebuilt it, and then knocked down the fucking community center. I'm like, what we
bro.
started, because I remember he was trying to get some money from the city to like, yo, can I, you know, him and Buck was trying to get money, like, yo, can we invest in this? And, you know,
because before they knocked it down, it was condemned. So it was a condemned community center that just needed some renovations before they knocked it down. They just never could get the funding.
We had two athletes make it back to back.
Yeah.
And they luckily, God willing, they was cousins.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, we're going to invest back into this community center. I remember, this is my best friend. We chilling one day. He get a call. They knocking down the community center. After we just had a meeting about trying to announce it. And they didn't give you reason.
They had a computer lab in there. Yeah. They had
it was everything. They just built an extra part for you to.
Yeah,
it
was crazy.
That's how
music room upstairs.
One thing I noticed too, if you have people who has the opportunity to gain influence, they're gonna shut it down.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They're gonna.
He tried to. I knew the basketball court on Highland wasn't gonna work. That ain't happening. That's like Rucker.
We wasn't even allowed on Highland.
Yeah, that was it.
We lived on Highland, growing up in Jordan Gardens. And our parents forbid us from going there. We had to go to the back store to go to the store.
Like it's crazy,
and that's a way further walk.
Way further walk, and it's scary. Deers,
and raccoons.
But that's how
it was for Highland though.
That's when I woke up to like started parents like, yo, this shit greasy. Like how I know for a fact this is what other athletes and people, not even athletes, just anybody who made something, they come back to their community and they invest in it.
Right.
How the hell? Because he told me like, yo, they just told us no. I'm like, what was their reasoning? Man, shit, I don't know.
Right.
He was just so mad because this is a dream of his. Like, yo, I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna do this. We had it all planned. We gonna do this. We gonna have the field trips. We gonna take them on a van. And it's like, damn, how they tell you? And then they really knocked it down, and nothing else came about.
They landed on a scoreboard in the Boys and Girls Club. So instead of getting a whole other community
That's
center in the North
crazy,
End,
bro.
they
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking
and the
about.
Boys and Girls.
Right.
And you got to think about how much tax monies, how much did that cost? The taxpayers have to pay that. And let's speak about the taxpayer too, because now they're trying to build a $250 million hockey arena downtown.
For who?
Exactly.
Hockey arena?
Yes.
We don't have a hockey base. We don't have
Why
a
don't
hockey
just-
team. Do we
they
have
don't
high
even-
school got a hockey
No,
team?
no. I heard
Well, we have a hockey arena on Hyde Park.
I know.
Hyde
that
Park.
Pavilion, yeah. but
It's two rinks, and I was just in there the other day. It's two sides. They always
Right.
have.
Renovated.
This is what they should do. Instead of building just build a sports complex.
So
A sports complex.
Right.
You got every sport.
Right.
All these sports. This shit makes money. We had an AAU team, and we go to a tournament. When you got to pay for your team, the entry. Like players don't play. Parents got to pay $20 for the weekend or $20 for a day.
Yeah, I know.
And it's thousands of people coming in
I
for
be
the
pocket
entire
watching.
weekend.
So one of the things too, and I agree with you 100%. And one of the things I wanted to add was you could create an esports arena,
Exactly.
like move with the times.
Exactly.
Like that is a $1 trillion business.
I'm telling you.
Esport, and we ain't even tap into VR yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, but that's what I'm saying. These people are so dated, and it's like, well, we're gonna take $250 million of taxpayers' money.
Right.
That means taxes gonna go up. When taxes go up, rent goes up.
Right.
So we all gonna feel the effects of it.
Right.
So $250 million to build a hockey arena. That makes no sense.
And
And then you want to put a B League hockey team in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. The hockey, that 250, that's a good investment with hockey because I know what hockey brings. Fires the money. But
Do they?
No.
I'm
Here,
talking about fires.
industry wise,
When
it's
they-
only about $100 million a year.
Right.
That's a quarterback.
But when
salary
they
in the
doing
NFL.
AAU tournaments and travel hockey and all that shit makes a lot of money.
Right, but that's why we have the pavilion already.
Exactly, that's my point. And they got the thing at AAU they use.
can invest
That's
in the
my thing.
pavilion.
That's why I said sports complex because, and at the end of the day, if you talking about Section 4,
District 4.
show me a black hockey fucking player.
That's my point.
A little leaguer. I'm not even
Hey, that's
talking
why it's
about high
not
school.
for you. It's
Show
not
me
for
one
you.
that's 10 years old.
My son, he plays soccer. My oldest son plays soccer. 9.9 times out of 10, he is the only black player on both teams. So I know hockey is probably even worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just I don't see the demand for that in the district.
No, it's not.
It makes
His
zero sense.
objective is to get more Canadians here. This is when I had this is the one-on-one conversation I had with Rustino. He says it's to get more Canadians here.
I'm trying to tell you.
But that makes no sense. They don't want to come here. Period.
Yeah, they
They
don't want to
can't
come here.
stand us.
Right. They don't want to
They
come
come here,
period.
get what they need, and then they
Right,
leave.
and they
They
out.
don't
Like
come
nobody
here
want to stay here for the hockey game,
Right.
like, and then there's a B League hockey team at that. Like, and mind you, nobody has signed a contract, so you're about to build something and hoping somebody comes.
Right. That's usually how stuff go though when they do that because they did one in Vegas. Vegas won the
is
basketball.
different
I'm just
ballgame.
speaking of I'm just speaking how they do shit. Like, yo, Vegas won a basketball team. All right, build an arena and we
Yeah, but they got the market, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like
And
a
with
lot of market research would have gone into that. So they're like,
Right.
hey, is there a market for a basketball team to come to Vegas or a football team to come to
Right,
Vegas,
right.
hockey team to come to Vegas?
Right.
Hell yeah. All right, great. In order for us to bring us a team there, you got to give us, it's like a negotiation tactic. You want us to come to your city? We'll bring our hundreds of millions of dollars worth of revenue to your city, but you got to build us a stadium. It's the same reason
And
why
I'm
the
not
Bills did
saying
that.
that
It's like,
the-
hey, either you build us a stadium or we leave it.
Right.
The hockey thing with 250 million, you can definitely do something better. Me personally, I would say a sports complex. You can keep the hockey shit in there too. Just put something over it for one different event. But what I'm saying is, what they doing is they argue. I know this for a fact. They argument with that is like, yo, you said downtown they trying to put it
Yeah.
at? Where at? Where was
So
that?
right across from the casino.
By the casino?
Right across the street
Yeah,
from it.
man, I know what the fuck. Yo, this is a business play. You get them Canadians across that border, like if they already do. They probably already act. They probably this who idea probably it is the Canadians. You get them across the border. Hockey is a sport. That's a Canadian sport.
It is.
They gonna flood over here.
No.
So I get what they doing, but it's just a bad idea
You
because
gotta- yeah.
if you're doing it for the people
They're not
don't
doing it
play
for
hockey.
people.
Yeah, you know
so
what
you
I'm
gotta
saying?
think about it
go
like
ahead.
this too. A lot of those people that's on that side close to the border, they don't live in Canada. Those are all visitors, right? Majority of them.
Right.
Right. So you got to think about that too. Who's going to really take the time, the adequate time to come over here to American side? Which they're beefing with Trump right now, like the whole all the sanctions and things of that nature. A lot of them don't even want to be here. When Trump said we should make Canada, an extension of America now. Like it's like
Wow,
We gotta see who leading this proposal too. Who leading this proposal?
Well, it's so this is Robert Rustino. This is his baby. because he knows if he gets out of office, and you got to also think, this is why I always encourage people to come to the city council meetings, because he's trying to create board seats on that now for San Antonio Park, 5 board seats. But out of the 5 board seats, he controls 3. So he holds the majority right off the bat. So when he loses job, when he doesn't make it in the mayor seat, now he has a cozy job for him after, and it's all taxpayer funded. So you got to, that's what that's all
why
about.
I asked who lead this, because it's clear if he leading it, it's definitely some shady shit going on.
Oh,
and,
100%.
and it's like whoever these people is that want to build this, it's like, yo, man, you got to make some. We need this complex over here. If you want to stay where you at or whatever he got going on, I don't know. But this is what I watch TV and I know shit. Like I see shit.
So
it's like
his
somebody
goal,
in his pocket, like, yo, bro, we need this arena. And you want whatever we gonna give you, whatever. We need
The
an
issue
arena.
is he's want to use tax-paying citizens' money to
right.
build something for non-tax-paying
Come
citizens.
on,
Exactly.
that's
So
right.
that's where
right.
the
That's
issue
biggest
comes
thing
in
right
as.
there.
Like, what are you talking about? You want
Right.
to get more Canadian. What does that mean? They don't
Right.
pay into our tax base outside of when they come over to spend when they want to.
Right. So the best way to, if I'm going to use taxpayers' money, you give me $250 million of your money, I'm investing it in you. I'm investing in Pine Avenue. I'm investing in Main Street. I'm investing in Highland. I'm even going to invest some in 3rd Street as well. And in the Hyde Park. Investing in things that are for the people first. And if somebody want to come, if we make Niagara Falls a place where it's like salubrious, it's beautiful, people want to come here now, more investors are going to want to come here. So I would make a package to be more business incentive.
Right.
Come here, you build that project. Hey, listen, spend $1 billion here, we'll give you some write-offs. We'll give you some tax breaks, things of that nature.
Right.
Now it gives them more of an incentive to come here and build a hockey arena or esports arena. But it's their money now. It's privately funded.
What would you say about the outlet mall? Because that shit is going to drink.
They just renewed. They just renewed their
Renew
contract.
what?
Yeah,
they owe 80-something million. How they renew
They
anything?
settled it. They
That
settled
shit is close. If I'm
Some
if
private
I'm
company
in
paying
look,
into
man,
it.
I vote. Listen, the mall ain't shit. I've been in there. Y'all try to put all this fancy paper, wallpaper up and paints up. This is all closed stores. So if people is gearing to online shopping, granted you want to try to hold on. I see the mall playing out, the outlet mall playing out bad like the Summit Park Mall did. That shit is gonna slowly. It's gonna be one store in there. That can be your sports complex, and that can be a small mall. It can be something to where we getting people here, like you said, it's bringing jobs. It's uptown, but that shit got to spread. It got to move. This is why I'm telling you, this is me personally as an individual. This is why I don't vote. Y'all play too many fucking games.
Stop. But this is why they play the
This is
games.
why I say you should vote.
But this is why they play the
I'm
games,
saying
because
that.
they're counting on us to not be involved. And that's why they can get by on so many the crap that they do. Like, I'll give you an example. The current legislator, he goes to a council meeting. No, what's it called? A legislative meeting, right? He goes to the county. He votes against the word mother and father to ban it.
This is what I'm saying.
right. But this is because we don't pay attention. If you paid attention to what he's doing, then we won't elect him. We get him out of office. But he goes there not hoping that nobody's paying attention.
Right. I got
But
you.
because I'm running against him, I'm paying attention to everything he do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, why is he in the county voting against mother and father and trying to replace it with non-gestating and gestating parent?
Right.
Who voted him in office to do that? And then now the pity. So you got to understand that, especially in our community, it's not about holding somebody because of the capacity to lead. It's more about we like them, right? So it's like when I confront people, pastors, mind you, they're like, well, he didn't know what he was doing. I'm like, I don't know what's worse. Because why is he in office if you don't know what he's doing? He's not competent to understand voting against mother and father, and you call yourself a Christian. If you call yourself a Christian, that means something.
Right.
That's God's word you're voting against right now.
Right.
So it's like stuff like that. If you don't pay attention, they're going to do whatever they feel like they want to do. It's not about what serves you. It's about what serves them and their own political agendas.
So my question to you is, ideally for District 4, what would you like to, if let's say you get in office, you advocate for X amount of dollars, what would you like to ideally see happen in the short term and long term in District 4?
Okay, first and foremost, you need to bring more jobs.
Okay.
We need jobs here.
What? My bad. I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
Like jobs. Like when you say jobs, like what? Like can you give like 2 examples? Like what would you say? Like
Right. So one of the biggest things that, again, I'm focused on is like, what are the big jobs that will work in the 4th District? A lot of it is kind of zoned for industrial, So if you bring more of those type of jobs, but again, more futuristic base, not in the past type of ordeal, but stuff like that, you can give people in that area more jobs and things of that nature. And when you do that, I will bring more community centers here. You need that, but not just community centers that have a computer lab and what's it called, a gym that they don't use, mind you,
or a lot of public to use.
Right, exactly. But something that's actually advantageous for the kids' development,
like trades or something.
Right, 100%. We got to bring that back. There's none of that here. Right. And if we look at where Niagara Falls has to go if it's going to develop, there's going to be development. So why not equip these kids for that era when it comes, so that way they have the jobs. And then I want to create more homeowners. What happened to the public auction? We haven't had a public auction since 2014.
You're gone.
Really?
Yeah. It's a private auction.
Dennis, remember when I've been trying?
That's why I've been looking for the ass. That's why they asked. I've been looking for. I
bought my first house in 2014. I was gonna go through the public auction, chose not to. When it was time to buy I was number 2. I was trying to get to.
Because I've been watching a lot of stuff about real estate. It's funny that you said it because I don't own my home, but I want to be a homeowner. But I also want to own real estate. And the only reason why I want to own real estate is because when I was a young boy in the basement, Donald Trump was on TV. He was talking about real estate, and I'm like, yo,
he inspired me too.
What?
100%, yeah.
And it's like in that I get chills talking about this every time because I can't lie about why I want to own houses because of him. But I see that a lot around here. We don't even have the education, like you said, other community centers other than a gym or whatever. It could be stuff like that to teach us how to buy real estate. All these abandoned houses and all that.
Right. But you got to open up the market though.
Exactly.
You know I'm about to say the market's not open. Those houses are just sitting.
Right. You got to get, and that's just why it's imperative you get people into office that will open up the market.
Do you know that a lot of people on Main Street, the buildings on Main Street and over by the casino, a lot of that people who own that shit don't even live in Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even the residential properties.
Yeah, I met a guy who owned Club Pharaohs. A buddy of mine, he was faking like he was going to buy it, and I'm listening to this dude talk. I'm like, damn, you country as hell. I'm like, where you from? He like, from Dallas, Texas, right? No bullshit. The same night, and I hate this gonna go out. You can bleep it out if you have to. We go to Texas Row House. This dude who owns all this property, guess who we at lunch with? At dinner with at Texas Row House.
Mayor.
Fucking exactly. And the judge. I'm looking at old boy. I'm like, yo, you see that? He's like, yeah, this how this shit go. And he knew his nephew because they played baseball together. Right. I'm looking like, ain't this a bitch? Right, if I'm thinking how I'm thinking, yo, I need this property, judge. You know, campaign money, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like now. Because I was walking my dog over there. This is how I knew. Me and the guy got like kind of a little back and forth. I was walking my dog over there. And he's like, yo, you can't have your dog on this property. I'm like, who the fuck is you? He's like, I own all this property. The very next day, it's fences all around and shit. Can't even walk my dog over there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of problems too. People
I think that's the mistake that black people make though.
Yeah, but
they don't pay into politics.
We don't think exactly.
Black people have this mentality of just, hey, I'm poor, help me out. Right. And I'm just like, you're not that poor. You know what I mean? You got $5, you got $10, and as a collective, bring the levy of your votes. A lot of it go through a pastor. Like you literally would see our current mayor went to a bunch of churches, shook a couple hands, gave them not $1, shook a couple hands. They said, all right, cool, we voting for you. And they just keep voting.
And that's my point. That's why I said when my friend was having a turkey, the turkeys, he was like, yo, make sure ain't nobody here taking pictures and shit like, ooh, the mayor and all that. Right. So I'm telling his people, like, yo, you know what I mean? It's over because we know y'all motherfuckers ain't pitching on this. I seen the breakdown how many turkeys he bought. 300 turkeys, how much it cost. I seen the price, and y'all ain't pitching in. Y'all not pitching in. Y'all ain't no come and get no pictures. Ain't no come and look like you doing. Nah, where that check at? We can half something. Like that's what I be trying to say. Like this is just, I'm speaking for like people of the so-called streets of the world, as far as with politics and we having questions. It's like, yo, like it's hard to really want to. You know what I'm saying? To vote or stick up for shit when it's like when we've been living our whole lives and seeing nothing has changed.
And this is my problem where it's like, because even me, I was one of those individuals that grew up Democrat, right? It was like automatically because I'm black.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's like that was how I
Not me. I mean, that's how we grew up. Yes, but I had questions for everybody.
I didn't. Again, my mentality was like, I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna become an entrepreneur, I'm gonna dictate my own destiny. And then, like I mentioned before, as I got older and matured, I'm like, Well, there is a glass ceiling there. Like there's something stopping me from
Even the
moving
way I
forward.
want to live is definitely glass ceiling because I talk about that type. I feel like I was thinking just like you, and now you just really opened my eyes and you was like, shit, I'm an entrepreneur and shit. It's a glass ceiling around. I still gotta. It's even though you your own boss or whatever, but it's still.
You know
rules.
Nas' album I Am?
No.
You ever hear that album?
No.
So Nas got an album called I Am. And on that album, there's a specific song. It came out when I was 9 years old where he said, I want to talk to the mayor, the governor, to the mother effing congressman. That's the songs that I was listening to as a 9-year-old.
I remember that.
I had questions.
Right.
My mom used to
Why
get
are we
mad.
poor in
Right,
this city
right,
like this? Why do these people have more than I do? Why do you keep come knocking on the door or coming to these events telling us to vote for you? You're going to make the city better. And I've been poor from the time I've been born. And here I am, 9 years old, I'm still poor. 14 years old, the rebellious kid, still poor. 18 years old, what is going on? I'm like, I got questions for everybody. So I never just bought into one ideology, even though I was technically supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when I registered, when I got 18, I did register Democrat because that's what I was supposed to do.
Right.
But I always had questions. I
So-
just didn't allow just people to put something past me.
What really changed my perspective was when I was one of my real estate mentors was Dr. Rhonda Ricks, the first African American developer in Buffalo.
Okay.
What's the name?
Dr.
Rhonda Ricks. She passed away from cancer.
Okay.
But I found out while working with her that she was a Republican, and I was appalled. I'm like, I brought it to her. I'm like, why are you Republican?
Black, you said
Yeah, she was
black. Okay,
yeah, I was like, why
you
you?
ain't know,
Right. So, and then she was like, she put her head down, started shaking it. She was like, Sean, go do your research, and then come back and ask me that. And I was like,
Yep.
all right. So when I started doing my research, I didn't know that the Republican Party fought against slavery, and the Democratic Party was fighting for slavery in the South. And I didn't know the Republican Party was more for innovation, and that's why they got away from the whole slavery thing, because they started focusing on more manufacturing and things of that nature. And I didn't know all of this stuff, and even the Civil Rights Bill, I didn't know majority of Republicans voted for it and majority of Democrats voted against it.
Right.
So all of this stuff was like blowing my mind. I'm like,
Just let me pause you right there. For those that didn't know, President Lyndon B. Johnson was a Democratic president, and he convinced the Democrats that if they agree to go with this particular bill, we can have black people voting for us for the next 100 years.
400 years.
400 years. It's a famous quote.
Right.
He literally says this.
he said, I'm going to get these niggas voting for Democrat for the next 400 years.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's where that whole thing, where the flip came
It
from.
worked.
It worked. It worked like hell.
Right.
And that's another thing.
They don't
too,
even question it.
I want to speak for people like me because it's like when we, like, other than when we find out shit as we getting older and realize how the government work and it's like, yo, hold on, man. People like me, this is just me. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with y'all dudes. Is twisted. Y'all been playing all this time, and it's like, yo, at the end of the day, where the fuck is my 40 acres at? Like, I ain't seen that, and I'm seeing y'all buying water. Ocean water. We ain't get. Where's the checks at? We ain't get no the world is fucked up. We ain't get no money.
I think
there's nothing being kicked
the
back
biggest
out.
misconception that a lot of the black community have is as far as Republican and Democrat is they just stick to those words. A lot of black people are very conservative.
Right.
They have a lot of conservative views.
Yeah, well,
they
you
do
were
not
majority
like
Republicans in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
They don't
Because
like
Republicans just mean like it's less government.
Yeah.
That's pretty much essential. It's like it's self-accountability, family focus, and just less government. Like you just want control of your own life.
You want to hear a story? Listen, I was going to vote. This is I was 19, just turned 19 to vote. Right, I'm going to vote at this church, and I'm getting ready to. No, I'm sorry. This is the second time. The first time it was like just a fake vote. I was in like 5th, 6th grade. Oh, this is how it's like to go vote.
Oh yeah,
right?
bro, that's stupid shit.
I'm going to vote. It was George Bush and Al Gore. I'm like, yo, I'm finna vote. This is when I'm not paying attention to school. I'm looking at this shit on TV. I'm like, I'm gonna vote for Al Gore. I like Al Gore. He clean cut, like his hair. His hair was shiny or something. It was slick. That's why I like him. I get ready to go in and vote for Al Gore. This black lady tapped me on the shoulder.
Yup.
Don't vote for Al Gore. He trying to cut off food stamps. Swear to God. And I just voted for George Bush. Only to find out,
George Bush a Republican.
bro, I'm young. I didn't know. I'm in the 5th grade.
I did. You know, Granny
I'm
cussed me
just
out about
thinking-
that too.
I'm just thinking like, yo, this is what I'm supposed to do. And that's when as I'm getting older, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
She told me not to vote for this president because of food stamps.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I was like,
It's
yo,
I'm telling you, it's only a few issues. It's abortion, gun,
Yeah.
food stamps.
Yeah.
Social services. That's usually those 3 issues where
sure.
it keeps those black people at the
Yep.
on the Democratic side. But if you start asking more questions, be like, all right, cool. Let's say you don't need food stamps, which I know I don't need. So as an adult, all right, cool.
I need
You
them.
can't get my vote from that.
Still need
I
'em.
mean, everybody want food. But I'm like, all right, you can't get my vote for food stamps. I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-military.
Yep.
So
sure.
now you can't take my gun rights away,
Right,
and you
right.
know I have my legal guns. All right, cool. That's over with. Now what's next? Abortion. Me personally, I don't believe in abortion.
Me too.
I don't. That's just not me. I understand there's people that do believe in it. You know, mothers that's dying and all that. Have your reasons. I don't believe in that. So now the 3 biggest issues that kept me Democrat. I'm like, well, now that I'm older,
Right.
none of that shit mattered to me.
Right.
So now what I need to start looking at,
Yeah.
and then you start looking at your life, you're like, oh, I do lean more towards this
Taxes
perspective.
and all of that.
Yeah, when you know why? When you own houses, you're gonna start looking at taxes a
Yeah,
little
and
different.
then
That's what happened
You
to
want to know
me.
what the hell
That's
doing?
what-
You like,
right,
wait a
where
minute,
my money
tax them,
going?
where the hell my money going?
That's how I was when I worked. I forgot what job I had, but I worked all this overtime. I'm like, yo, you know how we get. We spend money before we get it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna
Not
go
me,
get these
but-
new ones. We younger
I
than you
know.
was.
Yeah.
I'm finna go get these new ones. Whatever. I went to look at the damn check stub because after I'm like, whoa, hold up. I'm like, bro, everything I just worked, they took from me.
Right.
Like, so you just fuck me, right? Bet. All right. So that's when I just started like, yo, it's just started to make, I just
There's
didn't know how to
more
put
to
it. It's more to it. Like, I'm just like, and this is bigger than local stuff, but like, that's where it stemmed from. And it's like, again, the 500 million. That's a lot of money, man. And it's like, even though it's county, city stuff, like I want to see something, man.
But because of certain policies
Right.
coming from a certain side, 70% of that money is going elsewhere when it could be 70% of that money is being invested in the community.
Why is 70 though? Why is it
Because
that bad
it's
around
that,
here?
yes.
But you also got to
Yes.
remember the sometimes for a government to move the way they
Oh,
move,
get it, listen.
you need people to sit here. You need them to survive off you.
And
Like,
peep
hey,
this:
right.
70% of 500 million. If that's going to social service, think about all these politicians that own property, man, and all these people on welfare they're getting this money from directly
Section
from the
8,
government.
yep.
Because that's a dude told
Right.
me, he's like, yo, if you go get properties, might as well make sure you get something for Section 8. That's
That's
guaranteed
why
money.
I also pause when I hear about Republican side screaming welfare. I'm like, all right, slow down now. Y'all might not
Right,
get food stamps,
right.
but a lot of y'all government contracts,
Yep.
Section 8 income,
For sure.
that's all welfare. It stipulates on welfare. I understand you saying, hey, I want the lazy people off welfare. Okay, great. So let's slow down like y'all don't get money from that system too.
So the money
just
is
not directly.
So the 70%, some of that money is going for like what? Food stamps? Like
Medicaid, housing.
Medicaid.
Okay, I get it. Okay,
everything that
okay.
comes with welfare.
Right.
Which again, I get it. I just don't think it should be 20 years on welfare sounds crazy.
Right.
I'm
We
just
should be
just-
decreasing that number. That
Yeah.
percentage should be going down after year. It shouldn't increase. And it shouldn't stay at 70. I think that's egregious.
Right.
Like and that only happens if you don't provide jobs and things that nature for people.
People get
And
comfortable.
if you want,
they're
and if
lazy.
you want people to get lulled to sleep, you do that.
Right,
Hey, nope,
exactly.
don't worry about it. Your check gonna come on the 1st, the 3rd, or the
Right,
15th.
right.
You know
And
what I
then
mean?
become
And we
acquiescent
gonna
to it.
we gonna go ahead and take care of.
Like, I ain't gonna
4
lie,
million
sadly,
DPW.
so like I'm not
You
gonna
know what
lie.
I'm saying?
Right.
Sadly, when the government shut down, I don't be happy, but I need people to understand. Like, look, y'all can't be dependent on these folks. This government shut down, ain't no food. Woo, woo, woo.
Right.
Now everybody is frantic and panic. It's like, yo, this is why you don't need to depend on them. But they doing what they doing. They doing like they got a system. Like, we gonna make y'all depend on us. Y'all ain't gotta go to work. Y'all don't need the black man in the house. Kick him out.
Right.
You get welfare. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a
It's
Democrat issue.
Yeah.
but it's like, yo, like these people, like, how do you, like you said, you got to change the people.
It's
That's
a
gonna be the
mindset.
hardest thing.
But so if you provide those opportunities.
You're right. You got to show them something, right?
Right. And then so I remember when I was in Buffalo, it was like emergence of young entrepreneurs happening in Buffalo. When they was building 43 North, they had all these pitch competitions, they had Dig, all this, right? So a lot of young entrepreneurs was emerging. So it became like a lifestyle in Buffalo.
Right,
almost.
right,
We was
right.
building our own little Silicon Valley, so to speak. And people started like catching on to it. So you had this boom, like I was part of that boom, where it's like I was getting booked to speak at certain places on podcasts, things of that nature, having conversations about how to become an entrepreneur, because people started seeing a lifestyle of me traveling different countries, different places, and working. Yeah. That's what you got to bring here. People got to see people that look like us. Representation matters. And without that representation, people feel like they're just going to fall flat. They're going to acquiesce to whatever life give them instead of them going to achieve something greater.
Yeah, I agree. Because I tell people all the time, you don't agree, but I do. I tell people all the time, going to the military changed my life in perspective. Yeah. It took me out of my hometown and put me around 50 people from across this country with 50 different.
And what else it did? Sent your ass right back. That's what it did.
No, I chose with a different perspective.
Yeah, I had a different perspective.
You chose it. You chose it. You seen what the fuck was going on.
No.
Listen,
I tell you all the time, if I could have, I would have went active duty out of high school. If I knew what I knew now, I would have went active duty out of high school.
Because at 12th grade, that's when I really started. Like, wait, I'm starting looking at government, teachers, janitors. I'm looking at all y'all in the side eye. So I'm thinking like, wait a minute. My friend of mine, he was a basketball player, so we traveled a lot of places. And I'm going places, and I'm like, meeting these military motherfuckers, they sleeping on the ground.
Oh, you talking about the homeless? Yeah,
I'm like, it don't even matter. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
We'll take care of illegal immigrants over.
Exactly. So I'm like, why is my brother going to? And I know you weren't fighting for the country, but I just didn't want y'all to do nothing to deal with that, because it's like, why y'all going over there for them? Y'all gonna be out sleeping on the ground. These people over here fought for our rights, and these motherfuckers, they don't got a cot to piss on. That's to me, that's the most disrespectful thing. When I was in California, and I seen, it's like a block. Yeah, it's like a town. They all fucking buggies and cardboard.
Yeah,
even downtown, in the middle of the city too. I just recently went there too, and it's like you had a dude literally taking a crap right on the corner where people was going to dinner at. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Buffalo has something like that too. They have right in downtown Buffalo. There's an overpass, and then there's a street, and then right over there is like a little area of grass. Right. There's like homeless people living there.
Right. Because I really feel like it's something with the city going on right now. It's something going on, because like you said, Highland, they getting us out of there. Even though they building a new project,
gentrification is happening.
It's happening. Whether you like it or not. I know people working in a situation and like the rent and joint guys.
Yeah,
now?
Right. That's what I'm telling people. See, the rent will go up, but they won't provide you the jobs necessary to keep up with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is a form of gentrification. They're literally slowly pushing people away.
But they see what they think is they come back as it's the economy.
Right. No, but the economy. See, exactly. That's an excuse.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they tell people. Right.
It's like your job is supposed to equip people, and that's what a real leader would do. It's like, okay, we're going to now gear you guys up for the future ahead, right? Mm-hmm. Give you the jobs necessary, give you the lifestyle necessary, so you can provide for your family. Not, okay, we're gonna move you out your house, build this up, put you back in, but the rent is gonna be 10 times higher now.
Because I don't understand why we don't have a lot more sub companies where like Amazon. It should be other companies, like subcontractor companies, that's the middleman for packaging, shipping and packaging. But that's a job.
Right. Well, you can provide more entrepreneurs with that.
Yeah.
Give them opportunity. Like
well, Amazon is a vertical company, so they want to control all that shit.
For sure.
But using your example, like he said, you bring Amazon in, all right, Amazon may want to be, vertical with controlling everything. But like you said, Tim Hortons is down the street. Right. You can bring Starbucks down the street. Another Dollar General, we know they'll build them any damn where.
Right. Homeboy owns what's it called, Chick-fil-A. Like the opportunities out there.
Oh yeah, I met him.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can do those things, but again, if you see, and even if that downtown Niagara Falls, they building a income-based housing down there. Why are you building income-based housing downtown?
Right there by in front of where Flights live at. Right there. I thought it looked like a Center Court Uni Park type shop. I'm like, what they doing down here?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they're not equipping you for the future lifestyle that you should be living.
You think that's really going to be income-based?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes. Because if it's income-based, it's government subsidized.
Right, and they need it to be government subsidized.
Yeah, they don't.
They
like
operate.
Oh, okay.
Catch local over. That's how they want it, bro.
Because I'm thinking, I'm automatically thinking when I'm riding by, I seen the apartments coming through. I said, "Ooh, that's $1,300 a month for sure." I'm already
that ain't the going rate no more, man.
But that's
I'm currently looking. But it's $1,500.
But that's what I'm thinking. This is back when they would start to build those. I'm just thinking, you down by the falls, you paying $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's just you
didn't.
To the falls,
you weren't up here at the time.
More.
So when you first got to Buffalo around that time, we used to have $500 rent.
$550.
I came up here and the rent was $550.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That's why people
coming from I was like, what? And that's one of the reasons I came to Niagara Falls.
That's why that's from everybody.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got cheap houses, cheap rent.
This is more. So when I bought my first 3 properties, I bought them for $20,000.
I missed that. That was
like
you probably bought them like 08, 06 back that
08,
time.
No, this was 2017.
2007. Okay.
So it was a deal.
Okay.
Like the lady was trying to get rid of it because
okay.
her father passed away. So
Damn, where was I?
I remember back then, like
I could have pulled out my 401k.
2007, 2008, and about from like 2007, 2008 to about 2012. I used to be outside on the block in front of corner stores. All the dope boys coming back from the auction, right? Or
That's
whatever they went. These dudes got papers. I'm like, how many houses I bought? Shit, they had this house for 5,000. 5,000.
Right.
My CJ and them bought their house for 10,000.
That's why they shut down the market.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
because people like Demetrius Nix was buying a whole like Black Wall Street things of that nature. They was like, nah, we
they're like, nah, we don't need.
Listen,
You don't know.
me and my ex-wife,
do
we and my ex-wife was at the auction. CJ and them was there. I can say his name. Trap Nerd Creations.
Yeah.
They bought their house for $10,000 at that auction. Me and my wife was trying to just buy the land next to our house. That's
what I'm saying.
I was like, I want this land next to my house, and they try to sell it to me for $20,000. I'm not buying this.
I used to call.
I'm like, all right, somebody else can buy it. Good luck.
2 years ago, I was calling the city like, yo, I'm in front of this abandoned house. How can I get this house? What do I got to do? Oh, you got to call the person who owned the tax because I was trying to do it. I found the person.
Go to Netter, man. Netter online.
I should have been there because I had a couple of. I still got a couple of. I want to because I know for a fact when you go to the auction, you don't got to pay for the house up front. I didn't know that.
10,
I'm thinking
20% or something like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Nobody taught me this shit. I'm just thinking like, damn, I ain't got 50,000 to buy a house. I didn't know you can go to the auction with 50,000 and come out with 3 properties just from paying.
But you got 30 days to come back with the rest of that money.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that though. Like,
Yeah.
No.
That stuff again. That's education, like you said, exposure.
Right.
I think if you bring in jobs, whatever, that just comes with people just being exposed to something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I never thought about home ownership until I started working in insurance. Like that wasn't my priority. And when I got in insurance, I was like, wait a minute. How, like, because I'm talking to people in homeowners. I worked in homeowner insurance at the time, and they are every now and then people like, you know what, my mortgage done went up because my insurance went up. So you start to learn how escrows work. And I'm like, all right. They're like, my escrow went up 25%. They always use percentage. I'm like, all right, how much is that really? I started getting down to the dollar amount. All right, your escrow only went up, $50. What you complaining about? He's like, that's just the insurance part. There's one guy, I'd never forget, he went in on me. He was like, my actual base mortgage is X amount of dollars. He said, and then if I'm paying this amount of taxes and insurance is going up $50, he said, now you calculate that over a 30-year mortgage and tell me, would you want your... Like, he was going crazy.
He broke
on me.
it down.
He didn't know at the time, I'm 21 years old.
Right.
He's educating me on home ownership. I'm like, that's why they're calling in talking about a dumb premium increase. I'm like, your premium went up $100. Who cares?
Right.
But me not knowing, his escrow just jumped. He like, taxes went up and my insurance went up. I need everything down. So
gotta get it.
But that comes with exposure, like you're saying. So if we start exposing people, like, hey, I never thought about I can own my house. I'm like, well, if you paying, like, I hate this idea that people think that renting is better than owning. You're paying $1,200 in rent. Your mortgage will probably be $900.
Yo, my rent $1,800.
You can go get a mortgage for that.
Yeah,
shit crazy.
It's all dependent on your situation.
Yeah, I agree. But
so-
people don't know about FHA loans.
And see the
That
houses
gets you in the door.
The reason why I pay this much because where I'm living at, and the other options that I could have, I'm like, I'm done, bro. I lived on Highland my whole life. I'm tired of going to fucking corner stores.
You know me.
I'm good with a 7-Eleven or a gas station now. I'm tired of going to corner stores.
I used to live on Lafayette, right? And my house mortgage was $1,400. And I'm now I got divorced now, so she wins everything. But now I'm in the rental market, and I gotta find a place to live. And I get so disgusted with the price of the rent because of what I paid in mortgage. I was like, I just can't fathom how much house I had for $1,400.
I'm looking for a house. I need me a house. But see, my thing is this: on my house, I'm not paying for a house that I want to own if it ain't. I know it ain't gonna be the perfect house, but I need at least a nice sized backyard.
I always tell people, your first investment should be an investment property.
Yeah, that's what I heard, man.
Like, it shouldn't be. Don't buy a single, because that's how you get into trouble real quick.
Right.
You buy a duplex or above because you have the cash flow to keep things moving. If you have a single and there's no money coming in, you lose your job, let's say God forbid, then how you gonna cover the mortgage? But if you have a duplex and you have a tenant on one of the properties or units, then you have that cash flow that's coming in residually on top of what you're making outside of that.
That's what I was thinking about. I was telling my lady about that. So what do you think about, like if somebody in your position about all the abandoned buildings and apartments and stuff like that in the District 4,
Right.
what can be done about that? Because a lot of those buildings, I know somebody, a group of people when they was kids burnt down an abandoned house.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was kind of dangerous for them to be doing. So
it really were.
And you got,
Stay away from that. Yeah.
you know what I mean? So now you got, and then this house is being boarded up. Motherfuckers is sleeping in them,
Right.
trapping in them. It's like,
Yeah. So what you would do, any responsible government would do is, I would literally did what Buffalo did, which was they gave those properties away for $1.
yeah, that's,
And then they incentivize, right? So you had a certain time frame on when to build those properties up, and if you couldn't in that time frame, fortunately, you lose the property. But they will give you tax breaks and things of that nature to make it easier on you to do so. So don't come to the table if you're not ready for it. But that's how you get those
could you
properties.
do
up and
that?
running.
Could you, like, say if that happened and you in the house is buy for $1? I'm thinking, this is me, how I come to the play. I want to buy 5 properties, and however many, y'all give me all the tax breaks and how much time or whatever, right? Could I use to pay off those? Can I use the money if I get a loan from the bank, as long as it's paid off?
If you paid off, can you get a loan from the bank?
Like, say, okay, the house is for sale for $1 a piece. I buy 5 properties for $5. Now y'all giving me a certain amount of time to pay off all 5 of those properties.
No. He's talking about giving you a certain amount of time to develop those properties to be livable.
Oh, develop.
Let me ask you.
Let
Let me ask you this: was that plan in Buffalo? Did they have to live in those houses when they got them for $4? Okay, so you can't do what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What they want to do is they're trying to get people that live in the city to stay in the city. You get them people. The best way to get people to stay in the city is to get them home ownership.
Right.
Now they're not flaky moving around in rental properties. So what he's saying is he give you $1. Hey, you can get this house for $1. Now you got X amount of time to build it up. What it is there's a bank loan called 501B or something like it's a certain kind of loan you can get that gives you the ability to redevelop or remodel a house.
Right.
So what they'll do is they'll say, okay, if this house was fixed up, this typically what it's worth. This is what we can give you to help fix it up.
How long did they have to live in the house?
Usually it's like 7 years. Or it was something
Right,
like
it
that.
was like 5 to 7
Yeah,
years,
it was
yeah.
something like that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But you live in there 5 years after that, rent. I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
And mind you, it could be your address. You don't actually have to.
Right.
You know, there's loopholes.
I was
in
ahead
that.
of you already. I already had a cousin of mine that was gonna stay in one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was literally like, yo,
I was 10 steps ahead. I was thinking that. Oh yeah, I was like
something like that. I would literally walk my entire my family through something like that. I have brothers, mom, all that. I'm like, look,
Cousins.
y'all gonna all come with me. Y'all gonna find a house. Here's these dollar houses. Find one. I really don't care where it's at. Find one, because if enough people do it, trust me, the whole city gonna get developed.
Not mommy. Mommy don't go.
Nah,
let me
get
Get
her
too
ass
picky,
out.
man.
No,
I don't want this.
No, ma, you
So
going to
let me
a
tell you a story. So, let's go back to mindset too, because I remember when I first decided I was going to get to real estate development. Right, I save all this money. I'm like, okay, we're going to buy a house. I go to my family. I take the train all the way back to Yonkers, New York. I sit down with my family at the table. I have 3 brothers, and I came from a single household. My mom. So I'm like, okay, listen, we're gonna put our money together and we're gonna buy property in Niagara Falls. And they're like, why would we do that?
Sean came back. He said, "Yo, that shit a lick out there."
They were like, why would we do that? And I was like, so that way we can build generational wealth. And I'm young at the time. So they were like,
they probably thought she's crazy with the
right,
idea.
right, bro.
That
And
was me.
they were like, then where are we gonna live? I'm like, we're gonna buy a duplex, and then we're gonna live in one unit, and then we have somebody else live in the other. They're like, so somebody's gonna live in the same building as us? I'm like, you know what? Just forget it.
But you know what's so funny? How our race don't do this? I'm working at this place. It's Cookie Factory, right? And it's African dude. I'm working with a Spanish guy, and I'm working with this Dominican. These Dominicans, and they like to make sure they know they Dominicans. They know other shit.
Yeah, they don't play about that Hispanic.
So I'm telling them, right? I see one day I'm coming out the car. This is some stereotype shit. I'm gonna be quick. I'm getting out the car. It's like 7 of them getting out of the car. I said, where the fuck y'all come from? Oh, we all work here. We all live together. I said, y'all live together.
Yes.
I
I lost the rental property because of
dude
that.
told me, he said, yeah, my father said we can't move out unless we get married. I said, so what y'all do with the money? He said, every week we get a paycheck. We put X amount of money on the table for food and rent, whatever. And my dad make us save half. Like they do like, okay, for instance, 50% go up, 25% go to the house, 25% go to your pocket.
Right.
I said, how long y'all been doing that for? Till we get married. I said, ain't this a bitch?
Right.
I'm like, he's like, and the African dude said, you don't do that?
Right.
I said,
Right.
no.
Yeah,
because
My mom was
it's a
trying to
culture
get me out the
thing.
house at 18.
Yeah,
He was like, nah,
That's
man.
a psyop. I don't believe in that.
He did. He said, well,
I was gone.
They bought, and then
I was
guess
gone
what they
too,
did?
but now I know.
They bought a rental property. It's like they like right next door to each other. So half of the family moved over here, and the other half over here. Now they still. I say, yo, man, that's crazy.
You must haven't taken a ride around Niagara Falls. Go on the east side of Niagara Falls and see what's going on.
What?
Yeah.
The exact shit you talking about.
Oh yeah, I
for
see.
sure.
I know for a fact. I seen a guy. He come cut my grass. Right. I said, yo, Puerto Rican dude, Spanish dude. I don't know. I said, yo, what you doing? He said, I'm from New York City. He said, the landlord got me here on a work visa. We work up on his houses, but we all stay in the same crib. I said, for the whole summer? He said, yeah, that's how many y'all there. 9 people in a 4-bedroom. I said, God damn.
You put twin with the
bunk bed. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo. This is really happening. It's like, man, we so far
See,
behind.
that's the thing. Is like we live in a land of opportunity. We don't look at it like that anymore.
We don't, because
right?
we're here.
Right.
Yeah.
But other people, that's why they fight to get in this country.
Yep.
They leave their country, come here, and then build a lifestyle above us. It's like, and they were like, we're looking around like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, I wonder why they sneaking over here.
Right. Well,
sweet.
Right. My ex-wife used to work at the welfare building. They walk in, they can't speak a lick of English, and I'm not saying for any particular company, anybody of any particular country walks in that welfare building, stimulus package off the back.
Right. Don't be pregnant.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be
blowing my.
She
too.
quit.
Yeah.
She literally said, I can't do that. She said, I am literally looking at people crying to me, but because they were born here, I can't help them.
That's crazy.
But someone who comes in here with a full damn family can come in here and get a whole stimulus package.
That's politics.
Yeah. She's like,
I
Where does that
can't
come from? So we spend $9 billion on illegal immigrants.
$9 billion.
When you have homeless Americans
Still
and
ain't
vets.
I ain't got 1 acre. For my
And that's in New York City, mind you. That's in New York City.
That's the primary. That's a
$9 billion on illegal immigrants in New York City.
So what can you that's
crazy.
This is a little off the record, but like this is a little off the wall. Like what can you do for somebody like us? Like I see my last name on bridges, streets. I know I got some land out here somewhere.
That's our slave owner's name. That's not our.
He ain't family? Is he not family?
No.
He raped.
No, that's not
it.
Because when a lot of black people got out of slavery, the ones who weren't brutally assaulted or the ones who had a respectable slave owner just took their last name so they can go ahead and move forward.
We got some type. It's some mixes.
I'm
down
telling you,
the
it's
line
from
in our
Kentucky,
family,
man. It's not. Trust me, it's not. It's not what you think.
Shit. I'm like, damn, I can't get an acre.
You got to think about where they at. We in Western New York. It ain't the most liberal place in the world. We know that. And then it was in Kentucky is where a lot of that origin of the last name came from. We know where that is. So, no.
So what's the, like.
I wish I knew that when I was younger. I would have changed my last name.
So what do you feel about this night gym proposal that they just did?
I have mixed feelings. I think it's good because you give kids an opportunity, at least. You know, there's literally nothing else out there. I don't know if I like the idea of a night gym yet. I feel like, especially with the madness that happened on 4th of July.
Yeah, we was out there.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about a night gym. But I do like the opportunity for the kids. But we have to do things right way. Right. That's just how I look at it.
In all fairness, night gym was a thing around here. Like,
for sure.
You would go. It's like an after school thing.
Right. But the culture was a little.
Yeah.
These kids want to play basketball on the courts outside all summer. So I don't understand what's going to attract them to a night gym.
Yeah.
You remember we shoveled basketball courts to play. Like we
didn't
played basketball outside.
Reason why I'm not going to say.
So a night gym was great for us.
The night gym, I just got, when I heard the idea, I just got memories from back then. But then I also started thinking about the same thing. I'm like, man, shit, I don't think we need that right now.
Right.
Yeah. It's too much going on. I can barely see. I ain't finna be outside at night and it's 1,000 kids at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's.
Remember the one-on-one tournament that happened?
Say that, right?
Hitting each other with chairs.
And then I go, I hear from the meeting.
And those are adults.
They talking about having security at this place, right? At these places, right? Volunteer. Volunteer what? I ain't volunteering. Volunteer who?
With them kids? And the way he said
it's not even about the kids. It's about that you want me to work after hours for a program. Y'all got money. Chop me out. I'm not finna do this for free.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't. How we having these things and you don't have? And is it opening jobs for people? I didn't hear nobody say nothing about no job.
Yeah, we do things a lot of backwards. We shoot from the hips on a lot of stuff.
Like, it's just about fun. Like that. We don't need fun. We need structure.
Right.
We don't need no damn fun. Night gym, we're going to arts and crafts. They don't even barely come. I work in the school.
They be in LA Fitness too. They be balling LA Fitness all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't even that night gym is. That's what I'm saying. That was just something.
I think people just have an idea, and like you said, they shoot from the hip. Right. They say, "Oh, we don't have a night gym anymore." Okay, there's no hunger for basketball around here as much as it was before. before.
This
so
not
there's
even
no
for
need
basketball
for
though. Night
what
gym,
the hell is it for?
The term night gym was you can come to this facility at night. It don't necessarily be basketball.
Okay, it's not strictly for basketball.
You in there for basketball. You doing arts. I used to go all the time.
I didn't know that.
They used to feed you sometimes. You arts and crafts.
I remember
you
we
play
had
sports.
what was the living
It's the same thing. It's just
okay.
at night. They used to have it at Kelfis. I used to go to it at Kelfis sometimes, but it was never like, you know what I'm saying? And it's too many kids for it to be like, you gonna have to have staff there.
Yeah.
To me, that's just not what we need, because they ain't gonna be complaining about that. Why is only one night gym over on Kelfis? Like, damn. Like, I don't think we need that. We need structure, man. We need to figure out how to get some money curating.
So you said jobs, bring people jobs, show them different opportunities. Right. What would you think about what would be the opportunity for the youth? Because I think that's where we're losing them.
Right.
Clearly,
well, he hit it on the head earlier when he brought about preparing those kids for like those union-based jobs. Well, there's a lot of union-based jobs in Niagara Falls. The problem is that the jobs themselves aren't here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no development happening here. But to prepare kids for like carpentry, things of that nature, I would do that also. But simultaneously to that, entrepreneurship. Yeah. Like, get kids more galvanized about being in part of something more creative, something that they're inspired to do, and how to make money from it. Okay. Like, there's different ways you can do this.
Right.
But you have to have the investment first. Well, you have to have the plan first, mind you, and then bring the investment. But you got the problem is that the focus is not about serving the people; it's about serving their own political agendas.
Exactly.
And until you get those people out, we can have great ideas all day, but nothing is ever going to come to fruition.
Because, like, even what you said, with going with the times, like for jobs and stuff, and teaching the youth. We both got a friend. Is more of his friend, but this guy, Trapner Creation, he make a lot of t-shirts, a lot of do creative stuff.
He did free banners.
I see them do some stuff with some kids. It's like that could be something brought into a school or after school program to show kids how to be creative. Like, you can do this yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not stuff like that. Like, I remember, like, we used to have this. They don't even have a fucking male summit no more. It's a women's summit.
Oh,
now.
yeah. So we used to have
summit.
this thing called Male Summit in the summertime where, like you said, how to influence entrepreneurs. So
I don't understand.
that's my fault. So what used to happen is a bunch of people, business owners and stuff like that, men specifically, would come and do an all-men thing. Anybody that can be some type of influence, and they would come and teach something.
I love that.
For example,
like 6
you
hours.
would come in and let's just say you would teach real estate.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you'll have a 45-minute, 30-minute class teaching, just a small little flash pan of real estate. Hey, you want some more information?
Right.
Come here.
Right.
And it also opened up the door for internship.
Right.
Now, the internship thing different.
Yeah.
But back then, it opened up the opportunity for that.
For sure.
So a carpenter will come in, a plumber will, like whatever was going on, a barber, a pastor will come in. Like they all bring in whoever and just have a concentrated effort on developing men to not do what we typically see in our surroundings.
So let me give you an example too. Even if you use this type of facility here, right, you can create more kids in media production.
Yeah.
Content space. That's
Right, branding, things of that nature. Like this is a primary example of what you can do if you invest in something like this, right? You can start hiring more students, even if you go back to the esports arena thing. If you create an esports arena, now you can build pipelines to the high school and colleges.
Yeah.
You can have
That's
things.
why I see other places.
Right, 100%. Right.
They literally in Elmira, for example, they have a pipeline in their high school straight to the prison guards. Because that's what they have up there.
Right.
So that's an example of it. I mean,
Right.
Prison,
Probably
but,
not the best example.
the point is a pipeline gets built if you bring opportunity.
Exactly.
What about coding? Are you interested in?
Yeah, for sure. I think that goes hand in hand, even with branding and media, and also when it comes to like the esports arena. Like those as an example. Like even digital creation. When you talk about or gaming, things of that nature. Like create those programs in the high school, in the colleges. Now you create opportunity for
That's
those
where
kids.
the time is going, man.
Yeah, my son goes to. I got another son, so I got an older son plays soccer. He's the athletic one. Got my second son. He's a nerd. He got Roblox. He makes Roblox accounts, builds them up, and then sells them to kids at school.
See, that's
and I was like,
entrepreneurship.
I was like, hey,
He's an
that's
entrepreneur.
cool, but make sure you get the money first.
Yeah, you would
He
know.
said one kid got him. He said one kid. He gave him the information, never sent the money. He said never again. I need my money.
Where you from? Where the kid from?
I don't know.
I was about to
Mason.
say.
Mason.
I thought we had to do
my
a
son.
pull-up.
I be having to like like watch him on the internet because he had just started talking to anybody trying to sell him stuff.
Oh, he
not allowed to have. Yeah, I know. All my kids are a version of me. He's not allowed to have Cash App. Like he's not allowed to have access to his Apple Pay. Because yes, he's an entrepreneur, but he's very radical.
As a small business,
like, we gotta rein that in a little bit.
like
but he's radical.
Say if Rich wanted to do this, like to go to the city, like yo, if y'all want to the school district. Of course, we talking about pay. I'm just thinking. No, I'm not saying go to the school district, but it's like, like saying you like, yo, I can teach kids about media production and how to content, whatever.
Right.
But like, how do you go about getting paid? I'm not doing shit free. So when I'm asking for something from the city or the government, whatever,
right,
I need a check for that because I know for a fact I was told certain things. There is budgets for that because they had a woman going around these elementary schools. I was working in elementary school. She was just doing some bullshit with kids.
I know.
Some shit I do
every time.
And I'm asking the principal, I'm like, y'all got money in the budget for that?
Right.
She's like, yeah, this she get. I said, oh, okay. My wheels started turning. I got to get some of this money.
Right.
Because if we can find budgets for this bullshit, I mean, this is a lady coming there.
More constructive.
Get the kids jumping up and saying, it's like, yo, y'all got money for that? We got to, come on, man.
Right. And, you know, the thing was when it comes to San Antonio Park, the hockey arena, he was like, we're going to create more jobs for single moms. Like that was because
he pictured moms working in concession stand.
Right, that's it, and then more hotel jobs for them also,
security and all. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like betting and things of that nature.
Yeah,
what he's doing is he's hitting his talking points for his political party.
Exactly,
he's speaking single mom. Exactly. Who the hell wants to work at a damn hockey arena?
Right.
Like, are you crazy?
I don't want to hear it. It's a job.
They literally had a press conference, and that's one of the things they mentioned for single moms.
Yeah, she gonna be. Popcorn, Gatorade. Like what we talking about? She ain't finna. Will she be GM?
But like again, if you invest in a place like Emerge, right? If you put money into this, you have a budget for businesses like this.
Right.
You can again create pipelines to the school district. These kids that are like phenomenal at video editing, you have a job or internship.
You know what?
Right,
and I feel exactly what you're saying because I work at the high school. And a lot of things I'm seeing now, like, cause I'm telling kids, like, damn, boy, if I was in school right now, we'd be basketball team. We was already superstars without social media. With social media, I'm telling a little kid, like, yo, cause there's a couple kids that play football and wrestle. I'm like, yo, y'all got all these cameras. Why y'all not getting this and making it like doing something with this, like trying to be creative? You know what I mean?
Especially with NIL now, you can actually. When we was growing up, you get in trouble for getting paid for stuff. You couldn't get a slice of pizza.
Caught.
Yeah, you couldn't get a slice of pizza for free.
Right.
And they was coming to grab you up out of your eligibility. Now they encouraging it. So
that's
it's just
why I say,
where's the innovation at in here? And yeah, I just don't think.
I just think it's not. I just think it's not. I think it's being done on purpose because it's like, yo, we can't have all this. You know what I mean? People independent thinking and working. We need this system. First of all, college is a business anyway. It's all a scam. You going to college? Yeah. I'm going to college.
I used to say that in college. Yeah. I actually did presentations about how college is a scam in college.
Like,
and
that
I got
shit is
AIDS
crazy. That's why I'm like, nah, this ain't it. But
now, I
still believe in STEM.
Yeah. When I was in college, one of the things that I did was I went to the media program. And I rented out their camera equipment because I started my first company was a media production company. So I rented out the equipment from the school, and I took that equipment, and me and like 3 other guys went to the football field, and we created a documentary called Sweat, and it was like Hard Knocks, but for D3 football, and we did it was a 9-episode series, and it literally blew up the program. It blew up the program. D1 athletes from UB would transfer into Buff State just to be on the show.
That's crazy.
And then they went to a bowl game for the first time in like years. Yeah. But that me doing that got us a contract with North Tonawanda School District for $30,000. That was the most money I ever seen in my life, and I made it in a month. And I was like, okay, I'm going to run full time.
All about that was your money.
It's the production budget. Like, hey, it's $30,000. Figure something out to do something.
Right.
And then you kind of like, all right, how much is mine?
Right. No. So that's what they gave me to like produce for the.
How much it cost to produce what you did?
It was free. We literally just rented out from because we were students. You get it
for free. I would have did that same method for what they asked for and pocket that 30. I would have did the same thing. If it's free,
I had to do my school project was on the difference between Grant and Elmwood. So we were like walking down the street, talking to people on Elmwood, walking down the street, talking to people on Grant. Hey, what you think about the people on Elmwood? Hey, what you think about the people on Grant? How do you think you'd be different? Like it was like the night and day. Just it seemed like there was like a completely different budget for Elmwood and Grant Street.
Bro, and you're making so much money right now on social media.
Yeah.
Like kids, the Reels is insane. You can make so much money on that. But you got to, but this is what I'm saying. You invest in something like this. Kids will come. The opportunity will come. The money is automatically going to flow here. But but you have to see it as a leader. You have to see like this is something worth investing in. Again, the same thing like with something like esports. That is where the market is going. I don't know. Have you ever seen a video competition?
I have.
Like with Fortnite,
You're talking about esports,
Apex?
right?
Yeah, when they in a room.
Madden,
Right.
I've been to the
and the arenas are packed with people.
I've been to the place in
cheering.
Vegas.
I'm like, what the hell?
Right, cheering. Like
I was in this place in
crazy.
Vegas and they got some.
Yeah,
shit
they
like
got
that.
esports in Vegas.
It's
Yeah.
that shit, yo. And guess who I see? Man, listen. You don't see a lot of us.
Listen, I tell
I
you
see a
what,
lot of Chinese.
Yeah, there's a lot
of
of
little
Asian.
white boys.
is Asian.
But
My bad,
that
Asian.
creates like Twitch accounts,
Yeah.
and then you can set up Twitch accounts here where people can stream right here. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's where the market is going.
Yeah,
Well, that's where
that's
it's
where it's
at. But it's going to evolve from there.
Right. You gotta go with the time.
Right. If you want to be a city that is more focused on travel, then that's your market right there. That's your bread and butter. You bring an esports arena here, you're gonna have people traveling from all over the world.
Yeah, we get
to
to-
come
They already
here.
come here to
You
see
get
the
the
fall.
Canadians
Right,
over
right,
there
but
too.
then they leave.
Yeah,
Go to
they come
Canada,
here,
'cause there's
leave,
nothing else to
and
look
bounce
at.
to Canada or go to Buffalo.
Right. But this will give them something to stay, an incentive to stay here.
Okay.
Right.
So as far as voting, when is the election? Is it this November?
November 3rd.
November 3rd
Yep.
this year. Okay.
Yep. So, the first order of business, we want to get Mayor Rossano out of office. I don't know how you feel about him, but he has to go. And simultaneously to that, you got to get his minions out as well.
Yeah, I don't have a feeling for nobody that ain't put no money in my pocket. Like I understand Rostano. I knew him as a judge or other. I've been around him in other rooms.
Oh, you knew him as a judge, huh?
I've been around him. Of
When he was
course.
putting everybody in jail because somebody's cell phone went off.
Right, yep.
Listen,
Mad Max type of guy.
I'm
You
vouching
know,
for him.
man.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Because before we go, I just got a question for you, for like the people, a lot of our followers, the new followers that we got probably like
Young ones too. We got
young ones.
high
We got a
school
couple
kids,
100,000 views. We get that monthly now.
Love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
across all social platforms.
So, because I'm not even gonna lie, this is just me, man to man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If I was to vote, like, if I'm voting, I'm like, I can vote for you because I see your vision is exactly what I need to happen. Because I got a daughter. We got kids growing up in the area. We from the area. So, my question to you is, what would you tell people that's coming out to vote, new voters and old voters, and what would you tell them as far as why they need to vote for you?
Well, if you want things to remain the way it is, then vote for my opponent. If you want things to evolve and get better, then vote for me. At least with me, you have a plan. You know what I'm going to do. With my opponent, there is no plan.
Right.
There's nothing. Like half the people don't even know who he is, which is a problem.
He ran for mayor at one point.
He
too.
did.
What's his
He
name?
did.
Jeffrey Elder.
Cool.
You don't know him.
Too close to Jeffrey Dahmer for me.
Old rickety guy.
Too close to Jeffrey Dahmer, man. I'm cool.
No, Jeffrey Elder. But yeah, I've seen his signs, but again, I don't see him in the area.
No,
I didn't
he's-
like when you said like I literally thought Owen was ours.
Yeah, I
He's
got that
District
a lot
6.
too.
And
Yeah.
because I see him because Owen's he's around the neighborhood. He used to
that
be at
was
the
my
same
guy.
community center as me. His kid went there.
Right,
Son. So I always knew him by face.
Yeah.
I didn't meet the other guy until I was at a debate for the mayor election because my ex-wife's father, he ran for mayor too.
Right.
Carl Kane. He
Oh,
ran again, I
word?
think. Yeah.
Oh, that's my guy.
Yeah. Great guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
That's my guy
Yeah.
too. He's assistant
Yeah,
basketball
so
coach.
he he lost the mayor vote by like 200 votes.
Yeah.
Because people couldn't get over Republican versus Democrat.
Yeah, and that blows mine because
blow my mind.
and it's crazy because a lot of people liked conflating the whole Trump thing. I'm like, yo, listen, it didn't matter who was in office. It could have been Obama, it could have been Biden, Trump. Niagara Falls is always struggling.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who was in
Right.
white.
We
If you
had
focus
Bush,
on White House, it's
Obama,
always a clown show. I don't
Biden,
even focus on that.
Yeah, we have 4 different presidents, and Niagara Falls has gotten worse every one.
But like, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I tell people all the time. That's what I said. If you don't want to engage on a federal level, I don't even think you should not engage on a state level. But you don't want to engage on a federal level, at least local.
That's imperative.
Your grass get cut. We got to pay a garbage fee because nobody showed up to
Right.
vote against it.
Right.
Or act like they cared about
Right,
it. I was a
right.
homer. I ain't know nothing about no garbage vote. What the hell is this? $200-something now.
Right, it's
You got to pay
crazy.
for a garbage fee. It's just your day. I tell people every day when you wake up, you go brush your car off and you drive to work or you drive your kids to school. there are people that affect that
Yes.
on your day-to-day basis.
Right.
At least care about that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
November 3rd, get out and vote. Even if y'all don't want to vote, I tell you all the time, y'all know me. I'm always been an advocate of the bare minimum local voting.
Yes.
At the bare minimum.
Amen. That
If
affects you
don't-
directly.
Yeah,
Directly.
yeah,
Every
directly.
day, when y'all cry about potholes, y'all cry
High
about
grass.
floods, y'all cry
Right.
about grass because
Abandoned
grass
buildings.
brings,
Right,
they
right,
bring
right.
rodents. If y'all don't know,
No
grass bring
opportunity for the
rodents.
I ain't gonna lie, this is
Yeah.
coming from me, y'all. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see where it go.
Oh, look, then
And
it's
hopefully,
to booth.
if we want to go back, we gotta vote Sean Mapp. That's what we gotta do, man. I'm gonna figure it out. because
Everybody
I'm
always talk about back in the day.
back in the day, we gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we gotta figure it out. We gotta come up with a plan first, y'all. We gotta start with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always believed in that, but I just, like I said, I gotta see something.
You know, I keep telling people, we
gotta
are
see
at the
something,
age,
man.
it's on us now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
because the
you,
last
it's on
generation
us
let us
now.
down.
Yeah,
All across New York,
Yeah.
all across the United States, they let us down.
I
So
know
we
how I feel
gotta
about
do
the
it.
boomers and the
I already know how you
Generation
do.
X. Boy,
Yeah.
I be tearing them up. Boy. Y'all failed us, boy. What the hell y'all talking about? Y'all left us out there dry. Y'all let all this shit get through the. Oh my goodness, because y'all had y'all houses, so y'all ain't care about nothing after that.
Well, I want to give a shout out to because I wasn't a fan of Bridget Miles. I wasn't a fan.
Okay.
But she stepped up through action. So I'll give her a shout out, and Vincent Corley.
It's
Okay,
cool.
cool,
That's
cool.
Jerry, brother.
Yeah, I coach her.
He
what's her
actually,
name?
I think he's
Miss
trying to
Brenda's
get everything,
kids.
man. They need to not do that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. For
yes.
last thing before we go, man. Yesterday, the city lost a good one, man. I lost one of my friends. I know this dude since he first moved up here. Definitely want to send our love and prayers to the Brewer family. Want to say rest in peace to Twansy, aka Michael Brewer, Highland legend, Niagara Falls legend. Shout out to Twansy, man. Rest in peace to you. Shout out to your kids, man.
Amen.
All right, this has been the Highland State of Mind podcast. I'm Marv. This is Dennis. We had Sean Mapp. Thank you for coming.
Thank you,
I
guys.
appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
And good luck in the voting in November 3rd.
I don't need luck if you guys come out and vote.
Well, yeah,
For sure, man. We got you, man. We got you.
Absolutely. Thank you. We out.